Hi everyone. Today on My Heart Says, imagination is a free playground. I agree. Well, this is how I think anyway. Because, you know, I think that's what it's for. Kind of like on Star Trek The Holodeck, where you get to imagine things, act things out as if it were a reality, pretend for a while, just to see what that experience is like. And for me, that's always how I've viewed my imagination, as a free playground where I get to imagine and create and design potentialities. And I get to see what it would feel like, whether it's to do a job or paint a picture or be on stage as a rock star or um, being with a person or being with a person sexually. Like, I like to try all that stuff out in my imagination first because it's a free playground and it doesn't hurt anyone. You can't get hurt in your imagination unless you take it too seriously. So, and then because I know, like, they say, oh, you manifest what you imagine, so if you think about it all the time it'll happen for you. That's not true. That's not true at all. I've imagined so much and it does not come true. Imagination is not what makes things happen. Imagination is the free playground where we get to design ideas, test them out, feel them what they feel like without risking anything in reality. It's a place of freedom, because how can you create new things and expand yourself in love if you don't have freedom, right? If it's not open to play, so I mean, for me, that's where my imagination, I can play, I can interact with all different types of people in my imagination to see what it would be like to be with them. I can feel them on a soul level, and that's a safer place for me, because I can be like, oh, okay, well, that's what they're like, that's what they're into. Okay, well, maybe that doesn't suit me exactly. So I haven't wasted my time. I haven't, like, if I haven't gone out and had like dirty, disappointing sex with someone because I think about it first and go, okay, well, in my imagination, and try it out and like, oh yeah, well, that's probably not worth it, so I don't bother, right? Or I can be like, yeah, I definitely want to do that in the future when the time is right, when we are able to see each other's whole truths in respect and love. So I really do think that imagination is a way to connect with people. It's a way to send people energy. It's a way to heal. And it's probably way more real than I was led to believe growing up. I just thought, oh, everything's in your head. It's not real. But, you can talk to people, communicate people telepathically through your imagination. And I thought I was just, playing in my head alone for a long time. Then I realized, oh, other people can meet you in your imagination and play with you and think in the same wavelength, in the same space as you, same little holodeck where you have a free playground together, but you're not together physically. So I think it's a wonderful thing to explore with whoever you feel like, and not to take it too seriously. And don't ask people serious questions when they're in the playground, because how do you know, right? Like talk to people on a rational, serious level when you want to talk to them, not when you're fantasizing play stuff, right? So just know that, don't feel guilty. Like, people could say, oh, she has a dirty mind. Yeah, so what? My mind is open. It's open to exploring the possibility of anything. How do you know if something is going to feel good unless you try it, right? Someone has shown you love. How do you know if you should accept it or not unless you try it? Right? Give people a chance, and at least it's safe in your imagination space. So I think that it's a wonderful place. Like, that's where intelligence is, in imagination. That's what Einstein said, right? It's most important to have your imagination, and that means that I am constantly discovering new ideas and uncovering truths and changing the world through my imagination. I have so much power because that's just a free playground for me, and I share so much love in there with other people and healing and stuff. So I don't understand. There's also seems to be a lot of jealousies in that space, which I don't get because it's just a playground. You know, the things I imagine in my head rarely ever come true in reality because people don't bother taking it seriously. So I don't, what makes things happen, like I discussed yesterday, is my decision makes things happen, right? My decision. So it's not what I imagine doesn't make things happen. If other people imagine and they agree, and then we agree to make that happen in reality, then there's power in imagination. Of course, it's a playground for many things to build the future with, to invent things with, to explore with. But what ultimately makes things happen in life is when you decide and you have faith. This is my decision, what's going to happen in life. So don't take imagination too seriously. Don't censor your thoughts. Don't censor other people's thoughts. Let people play. That's how we grow. It's through our imagination. That's how we become master intelligent scientists. That's why we find out inventions, is through our imagination. I've learned so much in sharing imagination with other people's souls, and that's a beautiful thing. And too bad more people didn't appreciate it in reality, in physical reality, to explore anything. But again, that's people's decisions to stay in their own little boxes, in their own little lives, and I'm a little bit more wild, I guess. So I guess I tend to like younger people who are still a little bit more wild themselves. I've always hung around people who are younger than me because I don't really grow up. I just keep exploring and learning new things and watching other people grow old and boring, and I just keep discovering new things in life and meeting new people and making new groups and new connections that tend to follow the same pattern. So I tend to know a lot about people and society now. So that's why I'm beginning to teach, and I hope you all enjoy my readings, my teachings, my healing, whatever you need. I'm here for you with my love, and my imagination playground is a really fun place. So keep it good and light and grounded. And when you want something real from people, you ask for it to their face, and you tell them how you feel. You decide what you want to live and make that happen through actions. So I hope you have a wonderful day, everyone. Imagination is a free playground to explore, and don't worry what other people think of it. It's not their business. Just enjoy. Okay, well, have a great day, and I love you.